What's up, lovers of whiskey and watchers of YouTube? I am the Malt activist, and today we are going to take an in-depth look at Amrut's latest release. I'm talking about the Amrut Spectrum 004. Now, I am in the enviable position of personally knowing Mr. Ashok Chokalingam, who was not just one of the best brand ambassadors in the whiskey industry for the longest time ever. He is now head distiller or master distiller for Amrut Distilleries, which are arguably one of my top 3 favorite distilleries in the whole world. And not just because of the absolutely gorgeous juice that these guys produce, but because these guys are mavericks. They can do stuff other whiskey brands just cannot. Maybe it's because of the SWA, maybe it's because they don't think that crazily, but these guys do. And and this is why I'm so excited about reviewing this Amrut Spectrum 004. And I'll tell you why. See, these guys, they're a bit crazy. They're a bit... And that allows them to do some weird things. Weird yet wonderful things. So, for example, the Amrut Herald, distilled in India, matured in Germany. What? Amrut Intermediate Sherry, matured in bourbon, then sherry, then bourbon again. I mean, what? Amrut Narangi, what? They put orange peels in a barrel that had Oloroso sherry, and then they threw out the sherry, and then they matured whiskey distillate in it. Oh, what? Are you crazy? Which brings us to this magnificent Amrut Spectrum 004, and like I said, I'm in such an enviable position to be in Ashok's radar, and I think I can call him a friend, because just a few days ago I received these absolutely gorgeous sample bottles of the brand new Amrut Spectrum. And if you don't know, yesterday was the release. I've taken small sips of it, and I'm telling you, I was absolutely blown away. And today we are going to do a proper in-depth review. So this 2021 Amrut Spectrum 004, not yet available for retail purchase, hopefully very soon, and just got launched yesterday. So check out your local retailer, your online retailer for this whiskey. Hopefully we're one of the first few that are going to be reviewing this absolutely magnificent dram. Before we get to actually tasting whiskey, I want to remind you of my subscriber giveaway, which is at 2,000 subscribers. 2 things are going to happen. Number 1, the angry worm goes. That's right, you'll be able to see my upper lip. But more importantly, 4 people will receive this Aaron quarter cask. Ooh, lots of sunlight. There you go. Will receive this amazing Aaron quarter cask delivered to their doorstep. Of course, like I said, logistics permitting. Please don't forget that. Logistics permitting. Okay? So I will pick a winner the moment we hit 2,000 subscribers, and if you are within my delivery range, I will get these bottles to your doorstep. Fair? Okay, on with the review. Now, what you don't know about this whiskey is that I am actually a giant. This is a full 700 ml bottle. Yes. So, do you want to know what's cool about this whiskey? It is unbelievable. Okay, so this is what happened, right? So these guys, they matured this whiskey first in first fill bourbon barrels. Fine, okay, everybody does that. What's the big deal? But then, this is where the magic comes in. Then they took apart 4 barrels, 4 different types of barrels. They took apart a first fill bourbon barrel with a level 3 charring. Then they took out French limousine French oak cask, which is lightly toasted. Okay. Then they took apart an ex Oloroso sherry cask, and finally they took apart an ex PX sherry cask. And then they took 2 staves each from each of those barrels, and they made one Frankenstein. They made one Frankenstein barrel, which includes all these different staves from all these different barrels. And there you have it. And that is why it's called the spectrum, because it's a spectrum of flavors from all these 4 different staves that is now settled into this beautiful, beautiful dram. So, damn. Wow, Amrut. Do you really know how to... What the hell? I was trying to joke around, but this is real. Oh. Wow, thank you. Thank you for making me work out for no reason at all. Ashok. OMG. So this is, as usual, natural color, non-chill filtered, nothing added. The way whiskey is supposed to be drunk. This is bottled at 50% ABV. And I would tell you whether or not I would have liked a higher ABV. But as of now, we are at 50%. Look at that color. Can you see that color? It's like coffee, dark coffee. Such a beautiful, beautiful color on this. Man. This is what I love about this distillery. Man, the immediate nose, the flavors, they don't hold back. They're like in your face. Just like Ashok, he's like in your face all the time. No, I'm kidding. He's such a good guy. And I have such fond memories of him, us hanging out, doing different tastings. But here we go. So here we have. And by the way, so yesterday I drank it, just like I kind of drank it because there was the online global release was happening. But this is really the first time I'm sitting down with the dram and hopefully trying to get some flavors out of this. But dude, this is not hard work. Yes, lots of chocolate, lots of raisins, lots of honey, sweet honey, Yemeni honey, Manuka honey, marmalade, dry fruits, leather, oak, vanilla, salted caramel, the tiniest hint of oak, and red fruits like some cherries and some berries. Yes, this is an absolutely wonderful nose. I love the fact that each flavor is so in your face. They're bold flavors and they're just jumping out of the glass for me. And it is, it's such a treat to smell a well-made Amrut, you know? Wow, I love the nose, and now there's nothing left for us to do but dance. Chin chin. Wow. Whoa. So, medium mouthful. I would have preferred it to be much fuller, but it's not. It's medium and it kind of works. Lots of red fruits, lots of cherries, lots of berries, lots of red licorice as well. Very, very interesting. It's quite drying on the palate, and the finish very oaky, very leathery. I have the chocolate is now dark chocolate, very, very dark and bitter chocolate, but in a good way. And it rounds off with that overall vanilla. So, wow. Wow. The oak is so much bigger on the palate than it was on the nose. And it takes you by surprise. a little more peppery on the palate as well, which is very interesting. And wow, super flavorful. The flavors are really jumping out at you like all the time. Wow, this is a big bold whiskey. I think it might have. I would have liked this just to see what it tastes like at 60%. Because Amrut does some really good whiskeys at 60%. Maybe. I don't want to say it's underpowered at 50. I just want to say that I would have been really happy to see what a 60% spectrum looks like or feels like. But this is a very good dram at 50%. Super. And you know what? It's clean sherry notes. This is the one important thing that I always talk about is good, clean, crisp sherry notes, and this is exactly what this is offering. And you know, I mean, I know what the different staves are, but if you think about it, the spectrum of flavors that I'm talking about, and I didn't even use the word spectrum, ironically, the spectrum of flavors that I'm talking about, they're literally from each different cask. So the vanilla and the butterscotch are coming from the bourbon, and the leather and the chocolate are coming from the sherry. The spices are coming from the French oak. So it really is an amalgamation of so many different flavors in this one little dram, which is stunning. And only Amrut can pull off such an amazing heist, if you like. Oh man. Yeah, more flavors, a bit of clove in here now. My only thing that I would say is I wish the mouthfeel was a little more full. I wanted it to be a little more syrupy. It's medium to thin, but I think it still works with the whiskey because the flavors are spot on and the flavors keep coming out to you. And that's what I want in a whiskey. And this one delivers in absolute spades. So if you haven't got your hands on this, what the hell are you waiting for, my brothers and sisters? Please get yourself this fantastic Amrut. Ooh. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm biased. I am biased towards Amrut. Everything that they do. I love the people there. The distillery has a special place in my heart for me. They've done so much good in such little time. It's astounding, you know. And for that, they will always have my respect. And yes, they don't always hit it out of the park. But you know what? When they do, they really do. And I think this is one of those times. They've done a fantastic job with this whiskey. And you know, more than anything else, complement the thinking, complement the innovation. And I think that's way more important than anything else. They're going out and doing stuff that nobody else can. And for that, they will always have my respect. Like I said, absolutely fantastic dram. I wish it was slightly fuller on the delivery, but it still works. And I am absolutely happy with that. Woo! This to me is, I'm going to start. Oh, so here's the deal, right? I've been asked to grade and rate my whiskeys for a better understanding. So I'm going to give this whiskey an A. Oh, let's be slightly critical on the mouthfeel. I'm going to give it an A-. Still, a damn fine dram. By the way, just to let you know, you guys wanted me to review this whiskey. I put out a little poll in my little community post and I asked which whiskey do you want me to review. And I had the Amrut Spectrum and I had the, where's it gone? Where are you, my brother? There you are. And I had the Old Forester. And 80%, as you can see from this graphic right now, yeah, 80% of people said, we want the Amrut, we want the Amrut. So here I am, doing what I do best, pleasing people and listening to people and making sure everyone is happy. So, there you go. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. I love you all. Until next time, peace.